Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday Night Music Show. At the top of the show, we're going to talk about a few things that we don't normally talk about on the show, but when we're done with that, we'll go on to something else. And something I did want to mention is that we recently lost one of our longtime DJ and TV friends here, our friend Ken.
Yep.
Passed away, kind of a freak accident thing last week, and Ken will be missed. Ken will be missed. He was always in the audience. Sometimes he'd participate in the shows, but he was always here, always positive, and you will be missed. So thank you, Ken, for being here for us, and we will miss you. The other thing that I wanted to mention was, of course, today Ozzy Osbourne. Now,
starting off on a high note tonight.
I know, but we won't do this for long.
The reality of life.
It just is. So I thought we'd just keep it light with that. Let's go around the room. Favorite Ozzy Osbourne song? Jay.
Tonight.
Off what album?
Off of Diary of a Madman.
Great album. Brian.
Yeah.
Favorite Ozzy Osbourne song?
I was never an Ozzy fan.
Wrong answer.
But I did love Crazy Train.
There you go.
Damon, do you have an Ozzy Osbourne jam you like?
Yeah, mine is Crazy Train also. I don't really know a lot of Ozzy songs. I know the man, I know the myth, but as far as his music, I don't know a lot of them, but Crazy Train was one I always played a lot that I liked.
Right on. I'm an Over the Mountain guy. That song, I love that track off Diary of a Madman. But one thing that I did find interesting today as I was scrolling through social media, there were a few people who were a little disenchanted by the media kind of jumping on this and talking about how, what a loss today in the music industry. I was like, so these are the same people who were talking smack about him years ago, the media, as far as, is he good for kids? Is he bad for kids? Accusing him of things. And speaking of Crazy Train, I had one thought in my head. And, what would Ozzy say about this? Well, the lyric was, and he sang it, didn't write it, but he sang it. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. And that message, I think, is a good message for today with anybody who has anything negative to say about any of this. It's all positive.
How many people do we know in the public sphere in your life who, if you say one name, one word, everybody knows?
Yeah, you got Beyonce, Madonna, Prince, Cher, Ozzy.
I mean, really. I mean, when you break it right down, that's it. That was literally the same five I had in my head. I'm like, here you go.
Probably more, but I'm just,
Well, but when it comes right down to it, I think where he has a story. I mean, there's nobody on the planet, starting with him, that ever said, I'm a saint. He was the first to say, look what happens with drugs and alcohol. But he managed to get through. I mean, he had a TV show. He had a second career after Black Sabbath. There's a lot of things. His wife got famous through his music. Yeah,
big time.
And she was his manager. She pulled him out of the hotel.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of that music, so I know all the stories.
Right.
But when it's all said and done, if you sat back at a game and you pumped your fist to Crazy Train, or if you were somewhere and you bobbed your head to Mr. Crowley, or, No More Tears, you played air guitar, I mean, he brought you a little bit of joy. That's really what it came down to. That's what he was out for. I mean, he's just out to make entertainment. I've seen him in concert a bunch.
It was kind of
very entertaining.
It was kind of like Goth before Goth. I mean, the whole metal thing. It's like Prince of Darkness. Was the guy really that dark? I mean, his lyrics weren't dark.
He bit the head off a dove.
That was a little dark. Yeah, that was a little dark.
By mistake. He blew into his lap. He was wasted.
But he did it to be funny. He didn't do it to be...
he did. But then he did it again.
He was trying to be funny.
Someone threw a bat on stage, and he goes, rubber bat, I'm wasted.
I'm going to do this.
Not rubber bat.
Yeah.
I need to go to the bathroom. He urinated on the side of a building. Whoops, it's the Alamo. I mean,
so
trouble followed.
Yeah, he's just, that guy. So How many times did you see Ozzy in concert, Jay?
4.
4. I saw him one time. I saw him for Diary of a Madman.
With Jakey Lee?
No, I'm wrong. I'm lying to you. I saw him for Ultimate Sin.
No, with Jakey Lee. That was
Metallica opened for him.
Yeah, I saw him the first time I saw him. Motley Crue opened.
It's funny because I'm thinking about this in terms of what I experienced that night. I'm looking at this guy. He's overweight. He's acting goofy. He's barefoot. You're thinking, well, this guy.
I have shoes on, or else I could be Ozzy. I'm just saying.
Right. No, but the way he looked, you're like, okay, I'm really glad I'm seeing him now because this might be my last opportunity.
Yeah.
And here 39 years later, almost 4 decades later, he does his last show. If you would have told me back then, he's going to be around for 4 more decades performing, like, get out of town. There's no way. This guy's not going to last 4 weeks. But he did.
He released Blizzard of Oz in 1980.
Yes.
I saw him sell out the Boston Garden with Motley Crue opening in 1984. Do you know how hard it is to go from, today it's different because of the internet.
Right.
Understand there was no internet.
Right.
Put out 2 albums and managed to catapult his career. Have his guitar player die.
Yeah.
Like in 1982.
A freak accident.
19th,
yeah.
In a terrible plane and bus accident that was needed and unnecessary.
Right.
And then continue on, and within 2 years, be catapulted to this level of success. It's like, you got to be kidding me. And then maintain it, bringing in incredible musicians along the way.
Right.
It's literally just whatever. I'm not claiming he's the most fanatical, fantastic thing, but as an entertainer, he was very good.
Everything I understand about this after hearing kind of how it all happened, Sharon was the one in his corner making this happen for him.
Oh.
All of it.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was the one who was pushing for it, and she believed in him, and she's been by his side all this time, man.
100%. And for those
bad, but
that don't know and where it makes sense, Sharon's real name is Sharon Arden. Her father, Don Arden, is a famous manager.
Yes.
He managed Black Sabbath. Ozzy got fired in 1979, was down on his luck. Sharon shows up and says, I think there's potential. And her dad says, go for it. You think you can do something with him? Go right ahead. Because he still signed to Don Arden, who took a lot of money from those guys. And Sharon came in. Sharon ended up having a real tiff with her dad because she broke the contracts and saw the potential. But she had to put in the work. It wasn't. She wasn't the Sharon Osbourne of today. And she
was dressing him. She was picking out the outfit, doing all of it.
They got married in like 84, I think.
Yeah, I was like,
They've been married for like 40 plus years.
Right.
Yeah, so there's all sorts, it's weird. There's all sorts of angles to look at him and his career. It's not just, wow, he was this. He became a real social thing.
Yeah.
With the TV show, with his name, with the controversy, with all these things going on. But she really catapulted him into the stratosphere of his career, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, it's I share the same opinion as you. We would have no Ozzy Osbourne as we know Ozzy Osbourne with the Sharon.
No. And no one's ever given him an award for what an amazing singer. And as I said off air, and I'll say it on air, he didn't write lyrics. He did melodies.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking at a school. Bob Daisley, his bass player, wrote the lyrics for, I think, the first 6 albums. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's well documented. The biggest hit, one of his biggest hits, Mama, I'm Coming Home, lyrics written by Lemmy of Motorhead. And everyone's like, what a beautiful song to write for Sharon. Lemmy wrote it. But that's the thing about Ozzy's career. He became that one-name thing. He was an entertainer that catapulted himself within a certain genre, but then he expanded out. Everyone in this room is a DJ. If I say Rob Halford, probably all of us know who that is, right?
Judas Priest guy, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably only four more singers I can mention, and they might be Steven Tyler and Robert Plant. Before I start getting, no, don't know that. Oh, it's the guy that sings for, Bruce Dickinson. Anyone know who Bruce is?
Iron Maiden, dude.
Okay. And again, this is a room full of DJs. But if I go out in the streets and go, do you know who Ozzy is? They all are going to know.
Yeah, right,
so he
Ozzy.
somehow made that thing. He gave his persona such a life of its own.
So, Damon brought something up earlier to take a 180 here that I thought would be an interesting conversation for tonight. What were you telling us right before the show started?
Okay. Have we hit that age when we go into the grocery store and we're hearing 90s dance music being played? This happened to me quite a few times over the last couple months. I'm walking to my local grocery store. First time I heard Jamiroquai, Virtual Insanity. I heard Robin S. Show Me Love. Today I heard Stevie B. I mean, I'm going to pick up Campbell's soup. I'm dancing down the aisles, grabbing my clam chowder. I mean, what the hell? I mean, what did we come to now? I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm loving it, but at the same time, like I said, I'm dancing down the aisles, speaking.
Right.
90s dance music.
Anybody else noticing a shift in retail music?
100%.
What are you hearing, Jay?
I'm hearing the things that were big in the 90s, and I'm wondering if the programming is coming from somebody older or if it's this new gen that's like, wow, look at all this music. We can get this stuff because it's not a hit anymore. And the licensing is, because, I mean, it comes down to money. You're going to pay to get stuff done. Jamiroquai, I could play his entire catalog and people would be thrilled.
Their entire catalog.
I jokingly said we've moved past Barracuda because I remember the first time I went shopping and heard Barracuda and I'm like, wow, the solo's coming up. I'll wait a second before I get my ice cream because I don't want it to melt while I'm wandering down the Asian and Mexican food aisle listening to, the solo from Roger Fisher over here. But I think it's a good thing. And if you're smart about music, as we all are, you play to the audience. Well, who's in the grocery store? I don't see a lot of 23-year-olds shopping.
Well, Brian,
I see a lot of people shopping.
Didn't you say you knew the DJ for Walmart?
I was looking on both your Facebook pages. You both share him as a friend.
Okay.
His name is Scott. He's originally from Erie, Pennsylvania, but he goes by DJ Bo. So you go into Walmart and you hear the Bo Show every day.
I remember Bo.
Yeah, he worked for a lighting company too.
I remember Bo. Yes, Walmart programmer, is he?
I think he's the program director. He must be.
Wow,
it's his show.
I remember Bo. Yeah. Nice
So
guy.
He moved from Erie to Arkansas, and he has a little studio out in Walmart headquarters.
Wow.
And he goes.
Walmart plays some cool music now.
Song, by the way. I moved from Erie to Arkansas. That's showing stuff all day.
And he goes to the grand openings of Walmart, and he hypes up the employees.
You know what I think is happening with retail music? I think that because they can collect data so easily now with your customer member card to get the discount or whatever, and they look at what the age demographic is of who's spending the most money or who they feel like they need to cater more to, and they play to them. That's what I think is happening with the psychology of retail music. But it's interesting I was telling the guys before the show started that my cats are going nuts. My local Speedway store just switched over to 7-Eleven, and they're bumping all early 2000s dance music. It's strange. I'm hearing things in that store that I never heard on the radio in the USA, but they're playing it there. And it's loud. It's not just, I can kind of detect it in the background. No, they're bumping it. It's kind of neat.
Wow.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. So since there's no true club for Gen Xers to really go hang out at now, are we just hanging out at the retail stores and grocery stores and gas stations to meet people? I mean,
Sad.
Interestingly enough, when I,
From
'cause
now,
I go,
somebody to do this. Thank you, Damon, for giving that $1 million idea away.
I go shopping
The
a
gas
lot
station.
with my daughter and Blanca as well. And there are so many times we're walking through the store and I go, "Oh, I like this." Or like, "You like what?" Like the song. What song? The song they're playing.
Yeah.
I don't hear any music, but I always hear the music. How about you guys?
100%.
Yeah,
I heard
I always hear it.
Island at my grocery store once. Lost my mind. I'm like running around like, oh my God, Jay Ferguson, Thunder Island. I was like 13 again, trying to make out with Summer Wilson. It's like, oh, this is the greatest day of my life. I will give you guys a little bit of insight. When I was a Black Apron barista with Starbucks, I would open stores, meaning the opening shift. So I would go in at like 4:30 in the morning till like 10 in the morning to
Right.
get insurance benefits. I did that for 6 years because it was so much cheaper to get paid and get insurance than it was to pay, $2,000 a month. So I got to affect the music in that we would get a cart, almost like old radio carts, and it would go into a proprietary player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
retail
No
player. Yeah.
CD,
Yeah.
and then they would send new ones in.
And you have to send one back.
Right, yeah, 2006, 2012. And in the morning, they would play this upbeat stuff. And I would always switch it. And it was like, I'll say program 1. And I would run in the office once we opened, and I would hit the button and go to program 5. And it would be like, I remember they had Thievery Corp, they had 07. They had this like down tempo chill stuff. And my manager was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "People are coming in to get their coffee. Then they're going to leave and join the rat race. We don't need to get them hyped up with this like upbeat crap that we have on program 1.
Right.
I'm trying to slowly bring them into the day." And I got more compliments on, you know what I love about this store? The service? Well, that. But I love that I come in here and you're not bombarding me with this, like, everyone jump up and down music. Like
we're not doing aerobicize here. We're not.
No, it was,
wake up.
Here you go, slow down. You've already gotten up, taken a shower, got dressed, had breakfast, whatever. Now you're getting that 6-shot espresso coffee, and you get to
get on the road.
Just take it slow. You're going to be okay. Have a great. And finally, my manager heard one of them, and she looked at me. She goes, "Why don't you just do this whenever you work?" I'm like, "Okay." Because she knew I was a DJ, and it was like, I'm reading my crowd. They don't need, 2 Unlimited right now. They don't need they need 07 and Thievery.
How dare you, Jay? How dare you, man? I want that 128. Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, first thing in the morning.
That's what it was. That's what it sounded like. And I'm like, who needs this at 5 o'clock in the morning getting a ice venti Americano? Nobody. That's who needs
first
this.
of all, I need it because I'm just coming home from work. So,
well, you see, you're coming off the tail end. They're starting it. Starting at the top. You're coming off the tail.
I'm coming off the tail.
I understand. Well, yeah, because you just want to, maintain. They were like, I was using the dad and his bull at the top of the hill metaphor. You got a choice: run down,
they get one,
walk down,
or walk down and get
and
them
I
all.
would choose walk down. Yeah, because I knew they were going to work. They didn't need me to bring them into the day with, like, "Hey, everybody, Katrina and the waves, wake up." No, the exact opposite. Let's come in slow. Let's just slowly come down. And by the end of the day, we'll look back on it, and there'll be a field full of cows that, we've introduced. We're DJs. It is how we think.
Yeah. Stop it.
Jay saying that at 12 o'clock, 1 p.m. he could hear program 1. But in the meantime,
Oh yeah,
of course, where we at?
That makes total sense. I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, did you guys do this when you were DJing events way back in the day? When I was first started in the 90s, I had DJs who were really good. All right, here's what you do. After dinner, you do the first dance, father, daughter, mother, son, and then you play Celebration by Kool and the Gang. I'm like, oh, okay. Boom. Celebrate good times. Everyone's cranking. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to slow down now and do this song. And the dance floor would clear, and I couldn't figure it out. They're like, oh, no, you can't go from here to here. I'm like, well, do I have to start way up here? They're like, well, it's a party. You want to get them going. I'm like, can I ease them in, though? And I think that's sort of the grocery store logic.
Yeah.
You hear stuff that makes sense to you at the right time. And if they're programming it, they're doing it for that time of day. It'd be interesting for Damon to go back to the same store and just as a social experiment, go there at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., and midnight.
How about just morning and night? How about that?
Well, I'm just trying to give Damon something. Manson's half asleep.
He's got nothing else better to do. Yeah, come on.
I will say the times I've been in there and I've heard all these songs have been around between that 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Sure.
range.
Getting off work, you're still kind of hype. Yeah, let me get my groceries, get home. My wife and kids, let's go.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to go to the same store early in the morning and see what you hear.
Well, I'm not up early in the morning.
The title of my new book, everyone, is what you hear: A DJ's Adventure and Story.
Oh.
You know what? I think I might start doing that, Jay.
I'd be curious.
Go ahead,
I wonder if it's all the stores are hearing the same thing, or is it, like Jay said, like a cart type thing?
I think
That's
most
a great
of them
thought,
are the same thing.
I think it's programmed at that level where it's like, this is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Like you said, like Walmart, you could hear the same song in every Walmart at the same time.
Yeah, or maybe you go to some place in Oklahoma and you're hearing more country. I don't know.
Ding, 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 ding. 4 p.m. Ding, 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 ding. We just lost the Oklahoma market. I apologize.
We just lost them.
Yeah, no, Arkansas market.
John Young at Disc Jockey News. It'll come directly to me.
Speaking of country, I played a country song for the very first time, a particular song for the very first time last night. I'd never played it at a gig. It was requested, and I was just kind of in that whatever mood. I just put it on. I don't care. I'd never played Toby Keith's Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Oh, the right event?
I never played that song, and they lost their minds.
That's what happens. Yep, the right crowd.
Yeah, it was that.
You follow it with Beer for My Horses, because that's another one.
That one I played a lot. That one I played.
I played that one too. So
No,
Yeah.
you have the radio edit. Does it give the boot in your blank, or does it actually say the word?
Well, I've got the promo thing.
Yeah, yes.
Brian's at camp all weekend, but yet he's not willing to say.
No, I don't know if the radio edit says that or not. I'm not sure.
I wasn't paying that close attention to it. In fact, I really couldn't hear the music over the people singing it so incredibly loud.
They were singing it.
Yeah,
That's a banger.
yeah.
You ever do Coffee Anderson?
What?
The most patriotic song, Coffee Anderson?
no, I've never done that one.
I have it listed as the most patriotic. I get the actual title of it. When I give you the title, you'll know it. You'll be like, oh yeah, I totally play that. Coffee Anderson. What's the song? Nope, not Happy You and Me. What's his track?
We have a local chain here. It's called Turkey Hill. They're an East Coast thing. And I don't remember ever hearing music before, but our local one at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're like syncing their phones to the sound system.
Yeah.
So I went in and it's like F-bombs and whatever. It's like,
Right.
what am I listening to? And
That happened. Yes. That happened at
That
Taco
happens a
John's.
lot.
We've got Taco John's around here. They're the ones who started Taco Tuesday. They're those people. And their tacos are really good. It's like fast food, but they make it fresh. It's nice. But I used to like going into the Taco John's that just went up kind of by me because they were, for a minute there, they were playing like some serious yacht rock stuff in there, like cool, smooth rock music. And then I went in there one night and it was hip hop hell, with F-bombs and stuff because somebody
Look, their phone in.
Their phone up to the system. Yeah. And I didn't like going in there so much anymore.
That's when I go by
for me.
when I buy this stuff in the shop, I can't get out of there fast enough because it's like every time I go, it's 65 BPM. I don't understand what anyone's saying, but I hear the F-bombs.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, is this like Migos? Is this Ray Shmurd? Like, is this like literally it's the same song, but there's like probably 50 artists that do it. And I've had this talk with my son Colin, my 19-year-old. I'm like, hey, check it out, I'm doing this event. And he's like, oh, you got to get this. I'm like, dude, I have no idea who those artists are. And it's in that new hip-hop genre. You know what, I don't fault them because I think it's the same way I used to play Kiss really loud and Aerosmith and Ted Nugent, but they didn't drop F-bombs, so it's not as shocking when you hear it at 2 in the morning.
I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended by much of anything. I mean, there's not much you could do to upset me. You can call me whatever you want. I don't really care. The part that gets me is I used to think it was fun that I knew what Starland Vocal Band's Afternoon Delight was about, and my mother didn't. So I was in on the joke, but she wasn't in on the joke. And that could be any song, like throughout, the 80s and most of the 90s. When they just started saying straight up, F you, it's like, okay, this isn't any fun anymore. There's no private joke that we can kind of share as a community that some people get and some people don't. It's just blatant and not as much fun for me. And quite frankly, I feel like it's lazy. It's very lazy. It's just a way to get 14-year-olds excited about, downloading your song by saying those words because their parents say don't get.
It's the PMRC label. You want that label on your record because it's going to become something people shouldn't listen to. But if you go back, I remember the first time I played Nina Simone. But it's like the first time I played Nina Simone, Sugar in My Bowl, at a wedding during dinner, because they wanted older jazz. I had like 3 people come up and go, hey, is she talking about what I think she's talking about? I'm like, what do you mean? And I started listening to the lyrics. I'm like, oh.
Well, what do you think?
Okay.
Cole
How old is Sugar?
This stuff's 100 years old. Birds do it. Bees do it. Let's do it. Do what? Fall in love? Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, it's always been about that, but to be blatant about it, to me, is lazy and no fun. That's just an opinion. It's.
No, I agree.
Yeah. If I was 12, I'd be very excited about this. But I'm not. So.
The funny thing, last week, I went in and there was somebody hit one of the barriers that so you don't drive through the building. They hit it anyway. And they had the police outside with filing a police report. And you could hear the music outside the store, like near the pumps too. Like they could go over to PA, like pump number 1's ready or something like that. But you could hear the F-bombs outside and the police are out there. It's like, oh my God, they're going to turn the station.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
it's the new Defiance. It's the new, like our day we had Don McLean saying no angel born in hell. And you're like, oh. Now it's like the F-bombs don't mean anything because they're overused.
Yeah, it loses its potency.
100%.
It does. But, whatever. I mean, I played some stuff last night that was explicit because they specifically asked for explicit, and it was a club, and I didn't care. It was late.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's funny to me, though, because I remember back when, like, Two Life Crew dropped Me So Horny. And I played that in the club, but the attitude I think we had towards that, I believe our generation had towards that, that was a comedy album that you could dance to. That wasn't like a serious thing. They were being ridiculous. It was like listening to a Richard Pryor album or an Eddie Murphy album or something.
I was going to say, Two Live Crew was the Andrew Dice Clay of rap.
Yeah. Yeah,
They were the like,
Sam Kinison or something.
Down, blank, blank. That's the way we like to blank. That to me was Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet.
Right, exactly. That's how I personally felt about it.
Yeah, that's how I viewed it.
The spirit that I played it in. Mm-hmm. It's like this: when I play it, you're going to smile. It's going to be funny, and you're going to
laugh. It's not laughable, funny, but it's laughable because it was so out there.
Right. It was just right. Say everything you're not supposed to say.
You just say that face down, blank up. That's the way I like to blank. Like seriously, it's like yes, because everyone else was subtle. Even Prince was subtle. Erotic City was subtle.
I was in the shop working on the cars on Saturday, and I had my freestyle dance station on XM playing. And they played, I hadn't heard it in years. They played the edited version of Me So Horny, and it was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
It's lacking.
Not good.
Yeah.
and at home watching Arsenio Hall, I'm like, what the hell? Really? Yeah. All right, cool, I guess. But they
Uncle Luke different at that point. It's different at that point.
I mean, he had to make something to get going Target.
Exactly. And to get played on the radio. I mean, the guy had, I don't know if he had a number one album, but it was a big album, and he couldn't even get radio play. So he did it, and cool. And I know I have As Nasty as They Want to Be on LP. I know I have As Clean as They Want to Be, which I think is more rare, on CD somewhere. But yeah, it was just laughable. Like, it was just so bad, but it was funny to hear that.
Well, I think that our audience might be surprised to hear that in the 90s, a lot of hip-hop artists who would put out hip-hop with swears also were savvy business people because they realized I can put music out at Walmart and it has to be clean.
Well, yeah, so when I for sales.
DJ, but when I became a DJ in the late 90s, I was told by another DJ, if you want the clean version, just go to Walmart.
Yeah.
So if I had to get new music, I ran to Walmart because there was no PMRC stickers because they wouldn't sell it.
Well, they were the number one music retailer in the country at the time.
Yeah.
So if you
went out of
sell an album, you wanted it available at the number one music retailer in the country, so you made a clean version so they would carry it.
Well, right, but you also wanted two sales. So if I can sell a clean version to Jay and a dirty version to Damon, just as
that's how it would be done.
Yeah. Damon, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is perfect. Version. Snoop Dogg's albums, Damon bought the regular one, Jay bought the clean bread one. Boom!
Yeah,
I just saw
we can play the church or something.
Sold.
Right. Another big one that I used to play that it was laughable, and it was later on. It was 6 or 7 years later. Was Prince P Control? That was another one that was very big. Everybody wanted to hear it. It was a big request every night for a couple of years. But yeah, I mean, the stuff was not. We weren't taking it too seriously. It wasn't. It was supposed to be kind of funny. Where some of the
music was the background. It wasn't the forefront. Today, it's the forefront. It's like, I have this car. I drive this place. I have to have this song on. We didn't play that game. We were like, I like this. I like this. I like this. Now there's a generation, it seems, that are like, we have to have this soundtrack to these activities. And it's kind of sad because you put yourself in a box that way. You're not open to, you know what would sound cool right now? Dr. Feelgood. When you're doing donuts in the middle of an intermission, Dr. Feelgood or, Kickstart My Heart would sound amazing. But instead, you're playing a 65 BPM song that I can't understand, but I just hear F-bombs. Really? That's what you guys came up with? No, Brian, I want them off my lawn because they can't pick good music. That's my complaint.
You know, it's whatever. It's whatever's being
Where's my
marketed.
cane? Thank gosh I got apple juice with me tonight.
Well, here's the weird part about that. I don't know if you guys even feel me on this, but I feel like music used to be a very social thing. You heard it as a communal experience with others. I don't think you do that
100%.
anymore. It's personal devices.
Yeah.
And it's whatever you happen to be jamming to on your streaming service. So I don't know why it matters, what you're listening to. You're not trying to impress anybody. Unless they're in your car, I guess. And what kids have cars? They all have Uber accounts.
Well, the individuality is gone. I was talking to John last night about this. There's a group that none of you know, and you couldn't name a song from them with a gun to your head and a fistful of dollars. The band is called Slaughter to Prevail. But you've seen something by them, and what you've seen is they do a thing called Wall of Death, where they get the entire crowd to separate, and then on the guttural scream of the lead singer, everybody runs into the middle and hits each other. You know how ineffective this looks? They all have those stupid little dolls hanging off their belts and doing their thing. They're like, they do a mosh pit. And it's like take what people used to naturally do at a show to like 1,000. But they're not into it. They're doing it. It's like Coachella. They're there because you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's the tragedy of it.
Well,
I'm going to go to commercial right now. I'm going to be back with my new show that I just started right now.
Boomer Show.
We'll be back in 2 and 2. If you get that reference,
yeah,
I got it all day.
that probably hurts.
Good old Chuck Willery.
You may need a colonoscopy if you get
I
this.
think you mean yeah.
I already had it, so I'm good.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Then they're done that.
Welcome to the TMI show with
That's
Dan.
the worst.
The club gig I did the last 2 nights in a row was primarily for 20-somethings. So, and they were from all over the country. That was the interesting part. It wasn't just like 20-somethings from Milwaukee. It was a big convention that was in town. I talked to people from Boston, Miami, Louisiana,
Nice.
Las Vegas,
Cupcake
Iowa,
Murphy.
Idaho, Oregon, all over the country. And
Garth Brooks.
And they were all kind of jamming to everything. It was nice. It was some new stuff. It was some old stuff. It was country. It was rock. It was hip hop. It was pop. It was all over the place. I mean,
What surprised you the most?
As far
That
as
they either asked for or responded to?
asked for? Boy,
Yeah.
let me think. Over the last 2 nights, what surprised me the most that they asked for? Okay.
Yeah.
A group of guys asked for Natasha Bedingfield. That surprised me.
Well, I know why, because it's Pride Month.
Well, no, that was last month.
Oh, who said that?
It was last.
Well, no, I mean, that's a great wedding track, and I know why they asked for it, because they were probably with a couple girls.
There were 2 girls and 5 guys.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I'm just
Like
saying.
I'm psychic.
Yeah. And they were all very nice, but it was all.
Look at Brian smiling. He knows.
Yeah, well, I eventually figured it out. As slow as I am, I did figure out what was going on at that table. They were very cool. They did very well. They had a lot of good requests, but it was mostly girl group stuff. It was all over the place, though, honestly. I mean, I wish I had the computer down here where I could pull the playlist up because I play a little bit.
That would actually be a great. We should do that as a future show. Just as long as you don't tell me you played like Buttons by Pussycat Dolls or something.
Oh, I did play Buttons by Pussycat Dolls.
Okay, now the respect is out the window.
I'll be right back.
Right
Let me go.
there it is on the 405. There's the 405. There's the respect, sir. Right up there in traffic on the 405. He opened the door. It wasn't me. He opened the door, said, "Hey," and I went, "No, it's we all know the song that fits the moment. Like, you ever gone out to a dark parking lot at night and there's a little fog? Put on Alice in Chains' Rooster really loud, and you're like, anyone comes near me, I'm shooting everyone. You don't even have a gun. It's like, doesn't matter. I'm the rooster now. Like, music does that to us. It makes us, who we want to be. And that's the beauty of music. It's always a fantasy. It's always I'm a rock star. How come? I'm listening to this song Rock Star by Nickelback. Oh, okay, cool. You're having a quesadilla at the Playboy Mansion. Like, whatever.
Well, trust me, I want to get back in my 1985 Escort RS with two 12-inch kickers in the back.
There you go.
more speaker than car at this point.
Of course.
What was the head unit? Blaupunkt?
How did you know?
On my Volkswagen.
How did you know I had a Blaupunkt?
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, I was with you. You were 12, I was 35. It was a different time, but we were in synergy.
I don't want the Alpine. I don't want the JVC or Sony. I wanted the Blaupunkt, and that's what I put.
I did too. That's what I bought. Yeah. No, I got you, Damon. I got you.
There we go.
You're right there, dog. You're right there. I'm telling you, man, I show up to barbecue. There's no raisins or apples in any salad I make. I just want you to go and wrap.
You want to hear this? This was last night.
Go for that list.
And some of this was warm-up set, but a lot of it was request. So I've got, of course, Daft Punk Voyager, which I picked just to kind of test the system.
Really? You picked a Daft Punk song?
Bad Bunny, TD Me Preguto.
Just any Bad Bunny. Doesn't matter the title.
Yeah, and that's what they say, but it's like, no, stop. Stop saying any Bad Bunny. Be specific, because I wouldn't recognize a Bad Bunny song if it kicked me in the face. So
no. That's
exactly
the joke
what you
about
hear. Yeah.
No, that's the joke.
They never want to. What do you think?
One of his songs is like slow start, gets big, slow, big. He can't do a fast song all the way through.
Yeah.
I would have saved that one for the middle of the night.
Well, she was there, and she was from Boston. She was very cute, and she was actually hitting on me, so I had to play her song.
Okay.
Should have played Dropkick Girls.
Spice Girls, Say You'll Be There. That's Lady Marmalade, Christina Aguilera, and those people. George Michael, Flawless, Go to the City. Gee, I wonder who picked that song.
I love that song.
Miley Cyrus, Flowers.
Nat? I'm just saying.
Sweet Home Alabama, Leonard Skinner.
Oh, they've shown up. Okay.
Nirvana, Come As You Are.
Oh, now okay. Yeah, the gospel.
The other one.
I did and it was received incredibly well. I did my little remix I do with Lizzo and Eminem. That was received very well. Big sing-along when I play that. The Largest. Big X, The Plug. Crickets.
Love song. Sounds like a love song.
It's a love song. Look, he was bigger than me, but he was a nice guy. Don't Stop the Party, Pitbull. Keep It Shuffle. That was requested. Get It Sexy, Sexy Red. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. Best of My Love Emotions. Usher, Yeah. Get Low. Little John. This is where the requests get weird. Delight Groove is in the Heart. That was a unique request. I hadn't heard that one in a while.
101 to 120.
Right.
It didn't matter last night. It didn't matter.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you're way all over the map.
It doesn't matter. I'm just playing this right song at the right time, not because the BPMs match.
Gotcha.
Pizza Music Factory, Gonna Make You Sweat.
Come down.
Nicki Minaj, Anaconda, that was requested.
Back up.
Denial is a River, and help me out with this name. Doshi, I think is who it is.
Touché.
Okay, there you go. Fine. Mr. Brightside Killers, that was request. What?
Was it Doja?
I don't know.
Dojacat?
Doechm, it looks like.
Oh, Doshi, yeah. I've played that one.
You know this. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Douche. And then there's I Love It Kind of Pop, Hot to Go, Chaperone, I would say, which always sounds like chaperone whenever I say that.
And Chaperone. Yeah, I said it.
Chaperone.
John,
Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. No Hands, Waka Flocka Flame.
That's huge at weddings now, by the way.
Yeah, it got big again.
Which version did you play?
Oh,
The clean.
I can't remember the
version
mix
of
I
it.
had, but
There's one that's like there's a 132 BPM version, and then there's one that's like 65 or
I
70.
do the 132.
I do the 132 also.
Yeah, it crushes.
Come on, Eileen. Dex is. Oh, this one is 131.5, so it's that version.
It's that version. It's great.
Come on, Eileen. Dex is Midnight Runners. Bye, 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 and sync. Everybody, Backstreet Boys. Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Jesus, dude.
Toby Keith. I know.
Playlist like no other.
Any Man of Mine, Shania Twain. Sable Horse Ride Cowboy, Big and Rich. I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston. Hot in Here, Nelly. It Takes Two, Rob Bass. That was a request. And then we did Shut Up and Dance, which also a request, but killed the dance floor.
Really?
Viva La Vida, Coldplay was a request.
Did you do Mr. Brightside?
Early, yeah, I either said it already or I'm.
That's a late night for a drunk that age crowd. Mr. Brightside, kid.
Yeah,
that's always like my last half an hour song.
Yep, me too. That and Shut Up and Dance and Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
They wanted to hear Wobble, so I played that.
Of course.
They wanted to hear this Flowrider track, GDFR, going down for that was
Going down for real.
Yeah.
Talladega, Eric Church. That sucked. I just knew I was going to kill it and have to start all over again, so I just played it. Huh?
Yeah, if you do Eric Church, do Homeboy.
They requested Talladega, and I was just trying to keep him from rioting.
No.
The Caroline, they requested Jump Around House of Pain, Don't Stop Believing Journey, Just a Friend by Mario.
Not Biz Markie?
No, the Mario version.
Okay.
Mario.
It was a request.
Yeah.
It's an old song from 2002.
Is Mario from like near Amarian? Is it like O-Town at all? No.
I don't know.
I don't know the artist Mario. So
Beautiful Akon.
You know him if you want some of his other songs, but not that one.
Baby Got Back.
beautiful. So like fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow.
Fergalicious. Cisco Thong Song.
Oh Jesus! Seriously, they wanted the thong song.
Yeah, and I am wrapping up soon here because I'm kind of seeing where I'm going. The Business, Tiesto, Satisfaction, Benny Benezzi, Bounce, Calvin Harris, Levels of EC, Act Up. Okay, these are some requests that came in last minute. Act Up, City Girls, Lolly Lolly, 3-6 Mafia, and that Thought Shit song or whatever from Megan Thee Stallion.
THOT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my night. It was weird. But I did a video on this
How
today.
did you escape Cardi B?
Well, I just said I couldn't play Bodak Yellow, so I didn't have to, or I couldn't play WAP, so I didn't play it. So here's kind of the neat thing, and I shared this in a video today, and I'll just share it here. It totally worked. It was the weirdest thing in the world. So the group that was in town is Northwestern Mutual Life. They have just very much changed the skyline of the city. They put up several skyscrapers in the last couple of years. Major company in Milwaukee. And they have a convention every year. It's going on right now. 30,000 people come to town for it. And the entertainment tonight, just tonight, is Carrie Underwood and, oh, damn it, who's the other guy? It's on the
Brian?
Huh?
Teddy Swims, you said.
Teddy Swims. Yeah, Teddy Swims.
Okay.
That's the entertainment tonight.
Teddy Swims is headlining over Carrie Underwood?
No, Carrie Underwood, and I think he is going to be opening for her.
He's dope. Okay, I was going to say, like, that doesn't make sense.
That's the entertainment for this group tonight. And it's
So you opened for Teddy Swims and Carrie Underwood. That's what I put on my resume. You played last night, right?
They're at an amphitheater somewhere else tonight. So
It sounds like you...
It's a major convention, and usually it just rains a ton of money on the city from tourism. And, it's a good group. But it's kind of like that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas thing, except just put Milwaukee in there because they're young and they're drinking and they're on a workcation, and usually security's being hired, extra staff's going into place. We're preparing for this, and we know it. So to make a long story short, the place where I played last night, we'll say the club section of the building is where I was. It's bar, dance floor, DJ booth, and a couple of auxiliary rooms. There's another place that's attached to us, that's part of us, but kind of separate because it had a separate entrance. That's like a bar, and it holds like maybe 100 people. But it's like a bar. Like you walk in off the street and it's a bar, right? And it's not, you can't hear my music in there. It's kind of separate from us, but it's the same establishment. It's the same demographic that's going into that place that's coming into my place. So I'm doing a warm-up set about 8:30. And I look out the window and I notice there's a line getting ready to come in. Like, wow, a lot of people in line. So I should go outside and say hi. So I did. I went out there, I introduced myself, told them I was the DJ, and told them my name. They told me their names. They told me where they were from. I mean, I was probably talking to a group of about 70 people just standing there.
Wow.
They'd have questions about the city. I'd answer it. Tell them a little bit about it. Hey, thank you for coming. Thank you. It was pretty cool. Thank you, whatever. No, yeah. Jay's always on the positive note of these things. So I took some song requests, and I remember what they were. I said, anything you need, just come and let me know. I did it twice. I did it again at about 9:30. Different group out there in line, said hi to everybody, did kind of the same thing. I had 0 incidents last night. 0. Everybody was cool. Everybody knew my name. It's very difficult. Like the place is packed, right? It's $5 to get in the place. So the line, it takes a while to get everybody through the line. If I had to leave the DJ booth and get to the bathroom, I have to cross the dance floor to do this. And normally it's a struggle. Because not only is it from people spilling drinks and stuff, but people are not moving out of the way. They're being stupid. Dude, if I walked out there, hey, Brian's trying to get out. Everybody parted like it's a Red Sea. Hey, Brian. Hey, thanks. Hey, sounds great, man. Hey, what's up, dude? High five. All night. Completely incident free. I felt like I went outside and I diffused the situation by them knowing me, and just, they were cool. And they dug the music. They heard the requests they wanted to hear. Now, on the flip side of things, that other bar that's part of us, but a separate entity, really, kind of, several $1,000s worth of property damage from the same demographic.
Damn.
Yeah, they tore the place up. They got rowdy and tore it up. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, all it took was a little personal service. All it took was a friendly face and somebody to recognize them, for them to respect our house. It just felt that way. I'll do it again next time I work a club. I'll work the line. I've never done that before, but it really worked. It was really cool.
We've had this talk about other events, and as example, every wedding I do, I make a point of meeting up with the groomsmen, because they're all doing shots, they're getting wasted, they're doing their thing, and I start with my hey guys, turn off your phones for the microphone. I'm Jay, I'm your DJ tonight. If I can help you guys out, I just want to make sure that your good friend Brian, the groom, has the best day ever. That's my goal. And you walk away, and for the rest of the night, if I need a guy thrown out, if I need a drink, if I need anything, these guys are they're there. Because they understand.
Yeah.
You made it personal.
The trick is to catch them before they start drinking.
100%.
You catch them sober.
100%.
In reality, it was daylight. It was outside. Totally. It wasn't the weird inside lights and sounds, and
nope.
It was different. It's here we are in reality. Hi, I'm Brian. Meet you inside. It'll be fun. And they were just cool. So
you clearly explained to them, I am the guy that's going to make sure you have a good time. I am the guy. So when you walk through the crowd, it's whoa, everyone get out of the way. This is the guy. This is that guy. We got to help him out.
Yeah, it was they were cool. It was a great experience. I had fun.
Great psychological move because
yeah.
humans want to have a good time, and we always need somebody to be in charge. You established your dominance, you established the position. No, I mean, you genuinely did. You're like,
He's laughing at these cats.
I'm Brian. Can I play something for you? And what you're saying is, hey, everybody, I'm Brian. I'm the guy providing the party, and I want you to have a good time. We're all on the same page here.
I didn't have a motive when I did it.
Smart move.
I didn't have a motive when I did it, but that was the effect. And it was
Yeah, 100%.
I think we've hit our hour, guys, or close to it.
All right.
Thank you.
Sponsors.
Yeah, thank you, Damon. Yeah, DJ Mint Planner was our sponsor tonight. Have a look at DJ Mint Planner down in the description of this video, along with some of our other sponsors as well. Thank you for being one of our channel sponsors. Thank you